Nice too. So hello, how are you everybody today? Is there any niggles that I need to know about? And if there is, please be kind to yourselves. I know about some of them, but obviously if there's anything that makes you think, oh gosh, I don't know if I should be doing that, the chances are you shouldn't be. So simple as that. What I will ask is, if you're not comfortable sitting in a cross-legged position, please get yourself a nice pillow to sit on to start with, or something that will raise your sit bone. You have to be very careful how you say sit bone. So if you don't have blocks or bricks, so that is a yoga brick and that is a block. The difference is obviously quite obvious. One of them's a rectangle, one of them's a smaller rectangle but wider. That's cool, just use a pillow, that's fine too. But I do recommend using one, especially if you do have a tight back, because it just helps to sort of straighten out your spine a little bit. So we're just going to start in a cross-legged position, one foot in front of the other for me, Sukhasana, and you can probably see I do have tight hips, so one of my hips is slightly higher than the other. That is okay. So just going to start off by reaching your hands up to the sky, so just raising your arms up to the sky. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just taking your right hand down, reaching your left hand over, and if you want, just let your head drop into your hand here. And taking some time really just to push your left sit bone down, and letting the weight of your head stretch your entire side body. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, just release a little bit deeper. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, take it down to the other side. Left hand down, right hand over, letting your head just drop into the side of your face. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Pushing your right sit bone down. Inhale, arms rise. And this time you're going to turn your whole body round to the right. Left hand goes on the outside of your right knee. Right hand works and sort of kicks down behind you, sitting yourself nice and upright. And just having a look over the right shoulder. And here what I want you to work on is your left hand and your right knee resisting each other. So that should bring a really nice stretch down to the back of your shoulder here. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, just try and twist that little bit deeper, and just being okay with that, maybe just being a millimetre, but just looking over your shoulders. And just taking this time today to let your body do the work. Be mindful of your body whilst your body just takes over today. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky. Take your hands behind you, reach your legs out in front of you, swap the cross of your legs, and we're going to go all over that again. So this time, taking your left hand down, reaching your right arm up and going over, and pushing that right hip down, and just letting your head stretch down your side body. And with every exhale, try and let go of something. So I try not to bring up any negative, but I think just for the beginning of this practice, let's just bring up something in our minds that maybe has bothered us or upset us, and just take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just let it go. Even if it's just for this time, just let it go. Inhale, raise your arms up, swapping sides, right hand down, left hand over, and just feeling for that stretch again. And even though it feels the same with your different leg out in front, you'll notice either a different looseness, if that's a word, or perhaps you'll tie it to this side, and it just gives your body the opportunity to work side to side, up and down. Inhale, arms rise, turn your whole body round to the left. Right hand on the outside of your left knee, left hand behind you, and work it as a kickstand. And this side for me particularly is a little bit tight. Deep breath in. And exhale out. And just again, try and twist a little deeper, but be okay with that being the edge of sensation. No stressing, just releasing and just let go. And again, on this side, think of anything that might not be serving you in a positive light. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, exhale the sigh. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky. Bring your hands behind you, and this time just gently bring the soles of your feet together here. And then we're just going to walk forward as much as you can. Fingertips touch the floor. And just feel that gentle release on the inside of your legs. When I say gentle, this might be a little bit on the tiny side, so please dance the edge of sensation. If you're feeling this horrendously in your lower back, just back off. And using the breath to perform the stretch rather than force. Deep breath in. Open your mouth, exhale. And then walking your hands back towards your feet. And we're going to come to a stand at the front of the mat today. Okay, so moving your block out of the way. And just coming to stand at the front of your mat. And we're just going to start off by doing some actual salutations today. So just really, really working into moving your spine in a really good and lovely way. We've got Hannah just popping on, so I might just let her enjoy welcoming the day. So if we just start with a few half salutations just whilst we wait for Hannah to come on. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, reach forwards and down, bending into your knees and just gently forward fold. Hi, Hannah. Hi. If you want to mute your microphone, lovely, and just join in with us. We're just starting the flow. Inhale, halfway lift. So nice straight spine here, pushing your hips back to the walls behind you. Feel for the stretch in your hamstrings here. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. And I really insist on bending as much as you can. Let your head drop. Pushing for your heels. Gently roll up, raising your arms up to the sky. And exhale, reaching forward, bending your knees, forward fold. Halfway lift, pushing your hips back towards the wall behind you, just really feeling for that stretch down the backs of your legs. And just for this time, I want you just to rock side to side, keeping your back nice and straight, feeling for where your hamstrings are tightest. Maybe your right one's worse, maybe your left one's worse. Maybe they're both equally tight, maybe they're just lovely and loose, and aren't you lucky? And then whichever one feels the tightest, I want you to hang out there. I'm not going to tell you where that is. I'm going to let you listen to your own body here. Just take a few seconds just to listen. And again, just letting your head drop too. And just maybe rocking side to side and just feeling those legs just start to loosen off, even if it's just a tiny bit. Pushing for your heels, bend your knees, gently roll up, raising your arms up to the sky. And then this time reach forwards and down, bring your fingertips to the floor and stepping back with your right leg. So a nice big step here, lowering your back knee down, untucking your toes at the back. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky, coming to a right angle first with that front leg. And then as you exhale, bend your knee a little bit deeper, feeling for the stretch in your hip flexor on the right hand side. Inhale, reach up a little bit higher. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the floor, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee and step back into plank pose. A little bit of stretching here or strengthening. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, lower your knees down, chest down, chin, keeping your hips nice and high for me. And then we're going to roll forwards, bring your belly to the floor in a baby cobra here. Inhale. And exhale, lower it down, tuck your toes, come to your knees, push up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale deeply, open your mouth, exhale. Inhale deeply, close your mouth, exhale. Inhale, right leg rises, pull your knee towards your nose, gently step it through. Inhale, look forwards. And here's the next thing, lean forwards and step forwards, coming into Uttanasana, bent knees here. Push for your heels, roll yourself up, raising your arms up to the sky. Going to straight down into the side, exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. And as we exhale, stepping back with your left leg, this time lowering the back knee down. Coming up again, bring that front leg to a right angle, raising your arms up to the sky, inhale. And as you exhale, lunging it forward. So really taking the stretch in your left leg as seriously as the one as you may be feeling in your right. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to the floor, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee first, then step into plank pose, Kumbhakasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale, lower down, knees down, chest down, chin, hips are high. Inhale, taking it up into a slightly bigger cobra, this time keeping your pelvis stuck to the floor. Now if you're feeling this really heavily in your lower back, a trick is to squeeze your glutes a little bit tighter just to protect the lumbar spine. Lowering yourself down, tuck your toes, come to your knees, push up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now pedal this one out a little bit. Again, take the time to feel the difference in the sides. And the one that's giving you feedback to spend a little bit more time on, I invite you to honour that. Maybe it's your right leg, maybe it's your left leg, maybe both of them, or maybe none. Coming to centre, pushing both heels down to the floor. Inhale, raise your left leg up to the sky. Pull your knee towards your nose, step it through. Inhale, look forwards, lean back a little bit to step forwards, bending into your knees and forward fold. Push for your heels, gently roll up. Raise your arms up to the sky and hands to heart center. Lovely. Tadasana. So we're going to come into some balancing poses today, because as much as we don't love them, the more you don't love something, the more you should do it. Okay? So bringing your weight into your left leg, we're going to start off by pulling your right knee all the way to your tummy. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to hinge at your hips and take that right leg back. And again, don't worry if you fall. Even trees sway in the wind, and just lately they fall over too. Pushing into that left heel, gently hinging your body, pulling that right knee up to the sky. And then we're going to take it back again. So once you've got your balance and your knee is forward of your face, we're going to gently hinge at those hips and take that right leg back. And it really helps if you can find a point. It's called your drishti, your gazing point. Pushing into the left leg. Gently pull that knee. Now grab hold of that knee, squeeze it in, And gently set it down. Well done if you all did that. And even if you didn't, well done for wobbling. So we're going to bring it onto the other side now, but give your legs a little bit of a shake, especially the standing leg, which is the one that's doing all of the work. So this time, bringing your left knee up to your tummy. And I find it helps to bring my hands to heart center. It's because it's just something to do, I think, but whatever works. And then again, taking that left leg all the way down and back and straight out behind you. Now if you struggle with weaknesses in your ankles, these are really good things to try and practice every day. And then gently hinging back forwards, knee comes up in front of you. And then taking it back just one more time, feeling for the strength in that right leg. Whoop. Mine's obviously a little bit weaker on this side too. And then gently hinging it forward. Knee comes to your tummy. Holding onto that knee, give it a squeeze. And then gently set it down. Well done. If you got through all that without falling over. Cool. Okay, right, so we're just going to do a little bit of strengthening for the lower body. Obviously, our practices have been quite calm to now, but I wanted to add in a few things that would challenge you in your practice, in your minds, and they always help if you're having a busy day. This is a sort of practice when you can really switch off. So bring your feet about just over hips distance apart. Toes can be turned out or straight forward depending on how stretchy you are. And we're just going to go all the way down. So sitting your hips back and down, coming into a malasana or a yogi squat. So your elbows are going to come on the outside, inside of your knees, sorry. And your toes can be off the floor, that can happen. But gently just sitting down. And then pushing into your feet, we're going to come up 3 inches. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Inhale up 6 inches. Exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way up, coming onto your tippy toes, reaching your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale all the way down, Malasana. Bring your hands behind you. Bring your bottom to the floor. Reaching your toes out in front of you. And if you can go for the balance here, coming into Navasana. Inhale. Exhale, feet come to the floor. Wrap your arms around your legs and pull your head towards your knees. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to go into Ardha Matsyendrasana, which is a seated twist. So rocking your whole weight over to the one side. So I like to rock to the left first, and then we're going to step that right leg over. Now if that is not accessible to you, you can keep the bottom leg straight, there's no problem with that. But if it is, just tuck it in. Like we did at the beginning of class, but a little bit tighter. Taking your right hand behind you, push into the mat, reach your left arm up and gently wrap that arm around your leg, looking over your right shoulder here. And if that feels easy, you can always hop that elbow over. It's a really nice one for not only giving a nice stretch for your lower back, but it's been shown to help your digestion. Any of you struggle with that at all? And then coming around to the other side, hands to the left, give yourself a bow just to undo that. Lifting up, hand comes behind you, legs come out in front of you, and then swap it over. So rolling onto the right hip and stepping that leg over. Again, one side will feel looser than the other. Taking your left arm behind you, reach your right arm up to the sky and gently twisting around to the left. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale. And if you want to increase that, you can always jump that elbow over. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Now, undoing that, bring both of your arms round to the right. Taking a little bow just to undo that. And then lifting up, hands come behind you, reaching your legs out in front of you. And finishing where we started. Inhale, rise your arms up to the sky. And draw the love down to your heart. Namaste, yogis. Thank you for coming. I got that about bang on time today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming.